I can only imagine what you think when you hear clinical trials. Sometimes you think people are in a room and they are being injected with this drug and their blood is being withdrawn all the time, but it's not usually like that. So come and let me tell you a bit about clinical trials. My name is Dr. Eva Amoy. I'm a regulatory affairs pharmacist working in Sub-Saharan Africa. A clinical trial is a structured study in humans that should answer three questions. Is the medicine working? Is it safe? And at what dose does it work? It follows only after years of a lot of lab testing on animals. Here are the different phases of clinical trials, and I've really tried to explain it in simple terms. So there's phase 0. This is the very early testing. It's done on a very small number of people. Researchers check if the drug behaves in the body the way it's expected to, and sometimes it's not always done. It's optional. Then there's phase 1. We are checking if the product is safe in this phase. We get a small group of healthy volunteers, maybe 20 to 100 people. The main goal, as I said, is to check the safety. They look at the side effects, the safe dosage range, how does the body absorb and remove the drug. So think about the question we are answering here is it safe for the humans? Phase 2, we want to check if the medicine actually works. Larger group of people are used, 100 to 300 people who have the disease. The main goal is to see if it works. They continue checking for safety too. And the main question we are answering here is, does it actually treat the condition? Then there is phase 3. Is it better than what we have already in the market? So here, what we're trying to prove is it effective and better than the current treatment of that product? We use a very large number of people, approximately 1,000 to 3,000 or even more. So we compare it to a placebo. A placebo is basically a medicine that doesn't have an effect but is presented as so, and or existing treatment. And this phase we need to confirm the effectiveness, and we monitor the side effects. And then we move to phase 4. After approval of the medicine, there is post-marketing trials. So this happens after the drug is in the market. It monitors long-term side effects, rare adverse effects, and real-world effectiveness. And here the question we are trying to answer is, how does it perform in the real world out there? So in summary, there is 4 phases: the safety phase, phase 1, the effectiveness phase, phase 2, the confirmation phase, phase 3, and the monitoring phase, phase 4. All clinical trials must undergo approvals. There is first the ethical approvals, regulatory approvals, and during the trial itself, we must have the participants doing their informed consents. Now, I just want to turn this to look at Africa as a whole. From a while back, we've not had many studies being done in Africa, except for the diseases that are endemic in Africa. For example, malaria, HIV, or the viruses that we find like Ebola, the hemorrhagic viruses. But I just want to say that a lot goes behind how someone reacts to a medicine. There is a realization that genetics, diet, comorbidities, and the environment we live in all influence how a medicine behaves in a human being. And I'm happy to see that African regulators are now insisting on this data. So we are getting more and more R&D companies coming to do clinical trials on Africans, and I feel that this is a step in the right direction. And what I can say from what I know, no data without African data is complete science. Thank you for listening, and follow for more. There is a lot more content.